originally, when man sinned, so in addition to the world becoming affected, we said that the world went down in its level of purity and sanctity. Also, man himself was affected. Before the sin, the concept of evil and confusion was external to man. After the sin, it became part of him, part of his makeup. And so to the world became mixed, a mixture of good and evil. But what we're not really all so aware of is even the Torah itself became mixed of good and evil when man sinned. And so once that happened, so according to the Arizal, the forces of negativity, the forces of evil that exist, had more power to attach themselves and affect the Torah. At the early stages of the Jewish people, it was almost crucial to the continued existence of the Jewish people and of the Torah, the way it needed to be developed, to limit the amount of secrets, because if we would have taught the secrets of Torah then, the forces of evil were so strong that they would have been able to get a lot of power from it as well. So it was kept secret. Only the absolute pure and holy were able to learn it. And it was restored in that way. And from generation to generation, it was maintained so that it wouldn't get lost. And then around the 1500s, when all the work that the Jewish people had done from the beginning of the Jewish people until the 1500s, all that collective, progress in weakening the forces of evil. So at that point in time, it was decided by God that now Kabbalah can be revealed in a much bigger, grander way. And that's when the Zohar was found. And another 100 or so years after that, the Arizal comes in the mid-1500s and begins to teach Kabbalah publicly. The immediate reaction when the Arizal began to teach Kabbalah publicly was one of the great rabbis of his time, probably one of the Gadol Hador, a much older rabbi than the Arizal. The Arizal himself was a young rabbi. He died at 36. So at this point he was, even younger than 35 years old. Imagine a 35-year-old rabbi doing something that was unheard of in the Jewish world. Teaching Kabbalah publicly, he became famous for being a mystic and teaching his teachings, new novel understandings of the Zohar and the deepest secrets that the world hadn't heard of from the beginning of time. So the Gadol Hador of the time sent a message to the Arizal. Simple message. I guess when you're a wise man and a Jewish leader and everybody listens to you, you just need a few words. Simply said to him, we don't teach Kabbalah publicly. And that was, he gave him an instruction to stop. But the Arizal did not stop. But what happened? So he summoned the Arizal to come to him, because you don't go against authority. We don't have the right to do what we want. We have the right to have our opinions, but we also always have to, at the end of the day, check, especially when it's nogea to all of the Jewish people, and we're trying to, innovate a new thing. We have to make sure with the people that know better than us and that have more experience that it's correct what we're doing. So he summoned the Arizal to come to him to give him. He was going to rebuke him and say, "You can't do that." But before the Arizal had a chance to go to him, so he had a dream. This rabbi had a dream. And in the dream, they told him that the Arizal has permission to do what he's doing from heaven. And so he sent another message to the Arizal saying, you can continue doing what you're doing, go in strength and be successful, because you have been chosen for, I'm paraphrasing, of course, for this mission. And he understood, he was told from heaven that it's time to change.